It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bengals and the Niners. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
On the jump. Ready.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw, Kaepernick. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals 41-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 74 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
49ers nothing. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 38 yards. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. McPherson on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Kaepernick. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level of defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Here's Kaepernick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
49ers 3. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much over. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards.
Back to Mixon on first down. There he goes, left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught, Jennings. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw, Kaepernick. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Kaepernick again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. And that's caught at the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game.
38-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.